I don't get enough sleep. I don't get any. I have a new baby. Sleep, what's sleep? Perhaps you've laid in bed late at night feeling like it's been an eternity, not being able to fall asleep. Well, 5 minutes can seem like a very long time, especially if you're not able to fall asleep. So we start tossing and turning, we start counting sheep, 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 300 sheep, 400, 500 sheep, and finally we decide to get out of bed, go into the kitchen, grab a warm cup of milk, only to remember that we're lactose intolerant, and now we start passing gas and the whole family can't fall asleep. None of us like not being able to sleep. I'll be talking about why we need to understand our sleeping patterns. I'll be identifying techniques to facilitate sleep and feel restful, and we'll discuss factors that promote sleep and disrupt sleep, all with the intention of being able to get a better night rest. So why do we need sleep? Why do we need to get adequate sleep, good quality sleep? What do we need to avoid? I myself am very sensitive to sugar, caffeine, even carbs. I always feel like I'm very energized. Work odd hours, work overnight, work early mornings, work evenings, no set schedule, yet I manage to fall asleep whenever and whenever, even if I don't want to. What makes me an expert on sleep? I'm sure we all are becoming experts at sleep, but throughout the years I've acquired a few secrets I wanted to share. This information is an accumulation of information from personal research and from a secular education in mental health and well-being, down to the human mind and down to our normal function, so the physiological and psychological aspect. So first, before we talk about the factors, we need to take a look at the stages of sleep. We have stage 1 of NREM, where it's a very light sleep. You're still able to be woken up. Then we have stage 2, still able to be woken up, a little heavier. Stage 3 is a deep sleep, harder to wake up. Stage 4 is the deepest form, and REM sleep, where we start to dream, have vivid dreams. Understanding the cycle, it goes from stage 1, 2, 3, 4, down to 3, down to 2, into REM sleep, where we start dreaming. We'll be there 20 minutes, go back into stage 2, and work our way back up and down. So we'll never hit stage 1 again until we're woken up and try to fall asleep again. So understanding what can wake us up or what can interrupt our sleep will help us get better quality. Looking into some factors, we know that if we have a physical illness, we're going to have a hard time falling asleep. Medications, alcohol interrupts the quality of sleep. For having emotional stress, such as anxiety problems, our sleep is going to be interrupted, so try to avoid having arguments before going to bed. Then our environment, know whether you like it to be cold, if you like it to be hot. A few recommendations: try to avoid exercising before bed. It's recommended that you work out at least 3 to 4 hours. Same with when you're hungry. It's good to eat 3 to 4 hours before you go to bed, making sure that you're not going to be hungry while you're asleep, because then again that can disrupt your sleep cycle. If you feel like you are doing all the recommendations already, that you're eating well, you're exercising, then perhaps you do need to see a healthcare professional so that they can help plan a goal where you'll be able to obtain a sense of restfulness and feel renewed and energized once you wake up. We spoke about factors that promote and disrupt sleep, but what about laying in bed too long? What are you guys doing while you're in bed? It's not good to be in bed too long, because when we look at the psychological aspect, our mind trains our body. If we're laying down while we do our homework, so we're laying in bed doing homework, reading, laying in bed watching TV, laying in bed eating, everything, our body's going to tell our mind and vice versa that it's okay to be awake while we're in bed. As one of my instructors once said, the bed is only for sleeping and sex. Now that we spoke about things to avoid while eating or while in bed, it's good to also monitor our sleeping pattern. Keep a journal. Don't spend too much time in bed. Get up and then try again later. That way we're not counting to 400 sheep, 500 sheep, because an eternity might not pass, but surely the night will, and we won't be able to get a good quality sleep. So don't let yourself have to wake up with ever being able to fall asleep. Try something different and get some sleep.